I was born in a taxi cab in the Cannon Gate in the Royal Mile of Edinburgh, outside, I believe, the gates of the Cannon Gate Church, where there is a very fine statue now of Robert Ferguson. I grew up in Belfast because we moved there when I was 2 years old. It was where I first learned to read and to write, and therefore it has been very important in my life. In fact, the two cities, Belfast and Edinburgh, have been most important. In a way, I'm glad that I had that time away, because I think I would have taken Edinburgh for granted. But I came back and I saw it with new eyes when I was 18, and therefore it became another part of my territory for writing. The seeds of the book festival were sown right back in 1968. A group of us who belonged to the Society of Authors and Scottish Pen got together and decided to hold a book festival. Now, this was a new idea. I don't think it was happening anywhere else, actually, not in Scotland or even the UK. And we felt that writers hadn't really got a kind of profile of their own. So we called it Meet the Author, and we continued for 15 years running these events. They gradually got bigger and we got better known writers. The public all mixed with the writers afterwards, which of course you couldn't do now because you've got sort of hundreds and thousands of people. But it was a very friendly affair, and it gradually built. And then the idea came up that maybe we should actually think bigger and expand into Charlotte Square. It seems an amazing idea, which where people now looking back, because first of all, the proprietors of Charlotte Square had to be persuaded that it would not destroy the garden forever. And we opened on the 21st of August in 1983 in Charlotte Square Gardens, and we had, well, I make it 84 events in all. The grand opening, as it was called, which is now quite historic, I think, actually, it was performed by Frank Delaney. The opening writers were P.D. James and Ruth Rendell, who have been back many times. Then we had John Updike, which was a great surprise, a great pleasure. I couldn't believe it. I took him out to lunch at the Balmoral Hotel. Malcolm Bradbury and David Lodge, Anita Desai, Margaret Drabble, William Boyd, Fay Weldon. It's been so remarkable to have so many people. Probably it was more remarkable in the early years for us because it was unusual, and to get some of the people who would come.